"Free water for all," he announced. The people cheered. But what they didn't know was that beneath that well, hidden under stones and charms, were dark objects given by Mzilumbua, a secret offering that poisoned every drop of water. In the heart of Africa, where the earth turns red with sunset dust, and stories live longer than time itself, there was a man named Wekesa. From the day he was born, poverty followed him like a shadow. His clothes were torn, his belly often empty, but his dreams were large. Wekesa used to say, "One day I will never know hunger again." But he did not know that not all doors to riches are opened by clean hands. One day, while wandering far from his village, he met an old man, a witch doctor named Mzilumbua. The old man looked at him and said,
"You wish for gold, but your pockets are empty. Would you pay any price to be rich?"
Without hesitation, Wekesa answered, "Yes, any price." The witch doctor's eyes gleamed like fireflies in the dark. He gave Wekesa a small pot wrapped in red cloth and said,
"This holds power beyond your dreams, but power demands blood. If you stop feeding it, your wealth will vanish, and so will you."
Wekesa nodded, blind to the danger. From that night, he constantly had thoughts of how his life will change forever. Years passed, and true to the witch doctor's words, Wekesa became wealthy beyond imagination. He built mansions, shops and farms, and then, one day, he built something that made everyone love him. A well. It stood tall at the centre of the estate, a symbol of hope and gratitude. "Free water for all," he announced. The people cheered. But what they didn't know was that beneath that well, hidden under stones and charms, were dark objects given by Mzilumbua, a secret offering that poisoned every drop of water. At first, no one noticed. The water was sweet, cool and refreshing. But slowly, the people of Makutano began to fall ill. One by one, they grew weak and pale. Then the old. Then the children. And soon, death came quietly, like a whisper in the wind. No one understood what was happening, but there was one woman, Mama Awiti, wise, sharp-eyed and full of courage. She began to notice a pattern. Those who drank from the river were strong and healthy, but those who drank from Wekesa's well grew sick and thin. Mama Awiti raised her voice and cried, "Something is wrong with that water!" The villagers laughed at first, but when another funeral bell rang, they began to listen. That night, under the full moon, the villagers gathered by the well. They drew a bucket of water, and under Mama Awiti's torchlight, they saw strange things floating inside. Powder, bones, and beads tied in dark cloth. Gasps filled the air. Fear spread like wildfire. Someone whispered, "These are charms from a witch doctor." And just then, an old man shouted, "It was Wekesa! He built the well!" The crowd roared in anger and pain. "How could he? He gave us water that killed our children." One man shouted, "Let's go get him from his mansion." They all mapped towards Wekesa's mansion. Wekesa heard the angry roar of voices swelling in the distance. He crept to the window and peered outside. A sea of villagers was marching toward his mansion. Flames from their torches danced wildly in the night, their faces twisted with rage and betrayal. Some clutched machetes, others gripped stones, and the sound of their chants echoed like thunder. In that moment, Wekesa's heart sank. He knew. His darkest secret had finally been laid bare. The truth had come knocking, and it was not alone. They stormed Wekesa's mansion. He tried to hide, trembling as they shouted his name. When they found him, his eyes were wide with guilt, and the same voice that once blessed him now cursed him. Wekesa fell to his knees and cried, "I only wanted to be rich. I never meant for this to happen." But his words came too late. The people seized him. They dragged him to the well he had built, the well that had drunk so many innocent lives. And there, under the same moon that once saw his promise, they buried him, together with the charms, the pot, and the curse he had chosen. The well was sealed forever. No one drank from it again. Weeks later, the sick were treated and healed. The children played once more, and the people built a new well, clean, pure, and blessed. Mama Awiti stood before it and said, "Let this remind us that not all gifts come from good hearts." The people nodded, their hearts heavy but wiser. These are the moral lessons we learn from this story. Wealth gained through evil brings sorrow, not peace. A poisoned gift will always reveal its giver. When greed leads the way, destruction follows close behind. True riches are built with clean hands and kind hearts. Evil may hide in kindness, but truth always finds the light. This was The Shadows of Generosity, a tale from Tales of King Zuri, where echoes of wisdom are told anew. Remember, even the sweetest water can carry bitterness if drawn from the wrong source. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe so you never miss the next tale of wisdom from Tales of King Zuri.